everybody. Yesterday I had you watch a introductory video on finding the volume of a triangular prism. Today I'm going to do a quick review of volume of a triangular prism, explain to you a little bit about what a triangular prism is, talk about the formula, model the formula, and then after you watch this video I'm going to assign you a 4-question Kahoot so you can practice finding the volume of a triangular prism before we move ahead on Wednesday to find missing measurements when given volume. Okay, so there's a process here, and I want to make sure that you are able to understand. The first thing that you need to know is that volume is the space inside a prism, and a prism is a 3D shape. So here I have a sketch of what one type of triangular prism could look like. And if you were finding volume, you would simply want to know how many cubic units would it take for you to fill this volume from the top to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top, I should say. Okay? The base of a triangular prism is a triangle. So a prism is always named by the shape of its base. So the base or bottom part of the prism is going to be a triangle. So if we turn this up right side up and started filling it up, we would fill up that triangle first, and then the height would start to fill up. All right, so our base is a triangle in a triangular prism. Just like in a rectangular prism, the base of that was a rectangle. The formula for finding the volume of a triangular prism is V equals capital B lowercase h. We've never really seen a capital letter in a formula before. That is because that B is actually a formula inside another formula. So the capital B actually stands for the area of a triangle. So it's the base of the triangle times the height divided by 2. So if you wanted to find the volume of a triangular prism, you would have to find the area of its base first, because that's what would fill up first, right? If I was going to turn this right side up and start filling it, this whole triangle bottom would get filled with the substance, the sand, the water, whatever I'm filling this prism up with. And then once that bottom was filled up, we would start taking up space in the height. So that capital B stands for area of a triangle times the height of the whole shape. Well, in order to simplify that, we can think of the formula this way, which is kind of what we were looking at yesterday in the video. We take the base and the height of the triangle, we multiply it by the height of the whole shape, and then we divide that by 2. So you find all the dimensions, multiply them all, and divide all of that by 2. That is a much simpler way, I think, of finding volume of a triangular prism. The base and the height of the triangle times the height of the whole shape, multiply that together, and just divide by 2 at the end. So we need to review, why are we dividing by 2? So I want you to remember that any rectangle or parallelogram, if you divide it into diagonally, you're always going to get triangles, right? So if you want to find the area of one of these triangles, you would multiply the base times the height, or the length times the width, and divide that in half so you could get the area of just one of those triangles. So because our prism has a triangular base, we are going to have to use that divide by 2 in the formula. Okay? So here I've given you a model of a triangular prism, and I have labeled the base of the triangle, the height of the triangle, and this is the height of the whole prism. So using this formula, kind of a review of what we looked at yesterday in the video, we're going to take the base and the height of the triangle, multiply it by the height of the whole prism, and divide by 2 at the end. So our base of our triangle is an 8, our height of our triangle is a 6, and the height of the whole prism is a 10. I'm going to multiply that all together. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 times 10 is 480. I'm going to divide by 2 at the end, and my volume of this triangular prism is going to be 240. My units here are inches, and remember, you're cubing them. This prism is a 3D shape, so your units get cubed or to the 3rd power. Okay? So take this video and watch it again if you need to. You may definitely take this example and sketch it out into your notes. Use this formula. Remember this formula. I do think this is a much more doable way of finding the volume of a triangular prism. One more thing, don't really get caught up about the numbers that you are multiplying and what order you're multiplying them in. We remember in the commutative property that you can multiply your numbers in any order and you're always going to get the same answer. So you don't have to get real hung up on which one is the base and the height of the triangle and what's the height of the whole prism. As long as you've got your three measurements and you are multiplying them together, dividing by 2 at the end, you're going to be in great shape. All right, so jot this down, watch this video again if needed, use these skills and strategies to do the Kahoot today, and good luck. I know you guys are going to do a great job. You've been doing a really good job stepping it up and showing me some great work, so I want you to keep it up. All right, talk to you soon.